Hi, this is Sophia Cartman, host of the Dream Big podcast show. Place to learn, laugh, and grow.
And this is Olga Cartman. Welcome to the Dream Big podcast.
Big Dreamers, have you ever wanted something so badly that you were obsessed over it? You visualized it and imagined yourself doing it and living it and breathing it? Big Dreamers, have you noticed when you put all your energy towards it, it has a bigger chance of becoming a reality? I just recently experienced it fully, and in this episode, I will share with you step-by-step instructions of how you can do it too. Make sure to stay to the very end, Big Dreamers.
This is episode 332 of the Dream Big podcast.
And it's time to dream big.
Welcome to the Dream Big podcast show. We're inspiring you to shoot for the moon, take aim and go. We bring to you amazing guests who truly love what they do. Every day they're living their dreams, and so can you. Dream big, take action to reach your goals. Are you pumped yet? It's showtime, let's rock and roll.
Hold the vision, trust the process. I love this phrase, especially in the light of what I'm about to share with you, Big Dreamers. By the title of this episode, you probably already guessed that we will be talking about your amazing future and how you can start creating it now. And yes, this starts from a single thought. Yes, Big Dreamers, you heard me right. I do believe that every day of our lives, we either create our future or we destroy it. We can do it with our thoughts we think, images we visualize, actions we take or we don't take. So about a month ago, thanks to clever Amazon marketing, I received a toy catalog, as probably many of you did as well. And of course, I wanted to flip through it, so that's what I did. And I was flipping through the pages and I saw a lot of toys I wanted. But I have a rule in my family. I don't get it now. I put it on my wish list. So I started circling toys that I like and ranking them on a scale of 1 to 10.
When I saw Sophia doing that, I thought that would be a perfect opportunity to teach her about her very first concept of a vision board.
Mom, first we have to tell the Big Dreamers what a vision board is. Funny, Mom.
You're right, Sophia. So, Big Dreamers, vision board is a tool that helps us clarify our dreams and goals. For example, if you want to say, I want a lot of toys this holiday, probably your parents not going to know exactly what kind of toys you want, right?
But if you be very exact with the toys you want, you might actually get a chance of getting what you want. Oh, Mom, by the way, I want Hatchimals for Christmas.
That's very specific. Thank you.
By the way, Big Dreamers, we talked about how to write goals in many episodes. Please re-listen episode 16, episode 271, and episode 285.
The cool part is that vision board works great not just for material things, but overall quality of your life or anything you want to achieve in general. Let's say you're a very shy person, but you look at people who are meeting friends easily, who can start a conversation with anyone, and deep down inside, you wish to be like them. You maybe wish to be a better version of yourself. You wish to be more confident, you wish to be better speaker or better athlete or better performer. The good news is you can put all these things on your vision board as well. Maybe you would like to have more joy next year. Maybe you would like to be happier. Maybe you would like to see things you've never seen before, travel to places you've never been before. Make sure you put all of these on your vision board and make it as colorful as you want. Study shows that our mind, Big Dreamers, work like a computer and the internet. So imagine if you come to Google or Siri and say, show me toys. So of course, internet will show you all the toys you can find on millions and millions of websites, right? But if you're like Sophia and you like Hatchimals, and she comes to Google or Amazon and she types or she says, show me Hatchimals or Hatchimal special edition. She's been very specific. So Amazon or Google will show her specific collection that she's looking for. This is the same formula of how our mind works. If we put specific things in there, I am confident, I am great performer, you will find opportunities in life to be great performer. You will have it on top of your mind, and every time you need to get on stage, if you program your conscious and unconscious mind to be a great performer, you start going towards it.
Remembering our previous episode, we talked about conscious and subconscious mind. To remind you and explain in a simple way, imagine our brain has two parts. In reality, it has more, but we simplify it today and say two parts, like an iceberg. If you went on a cruise to Alaska, for example, and you saw an iceberg, you would only see a tiny part above sea level. That would be a conscious mind. And that is only 5% of our brain. A huge part of an iceberg would be under the sea level. That is our subconscious mind. That would be 95% of our brain.
So we do need our conscious mind to think daily thoughts. For example, even now, listening to us, you are using your conscious mind. And it's only 5%. Just imagine, 5 thoughts out of your 100 thoughts, big dreamers, they all float in your conscious mind. And the rest of it is hidden underneath the sea level like an iceberg. That's our subconscious mind. It holds 95% of our thoughts and emotions and memories. This is where we store all our fears, all our great emotions, all our memories from childhood. And a lot of times we don't think about them. Or for example, if you go and jump on a trampoline, you don't think, oh, I need to move my 5th and 10th and 100th muscle. You just do it. Or you brush your teeth. Or you go somewhere, you don't even remember how you got there because you're not consciously thinking, I need to make a right and left and another left and another right to get to school, for example, right? You just do it because you've done it so many times. It's underneath that sea level. It's in your underneath iceberg. It's stored there and you just do it. That's our subconscious mind. So back to our conversation of the vision board, imagine when we are shy or we are not so confident on stage and we don't understand why, or we have some fears about life or about something else. We don't even know why because it's not on top of the iceberg. It's underneath. And the same thing about our dreams and desires. A lot of times they're underneath, but with daily thoughts, we don't let them go through. With our daily busy lives, we don't let them shine, or we think we don't have time, we don't have money to do this or that. And our dreams and desires, they're buried underneath the sea level, under the water, and we never let them out if we don't create the vision board and we don't set our goals and dreams and desires. That's why we want to encourage you to do the vision board, to let those dreams and desires out, to let them shine, and to let yourself think how you want to be in this life in the next year or 3 or 5.
You could put literally anything on your vision board, like I'm a confident performer, or I'm a great, fun, amazing, nice friend, or I have a trampoline. That's how I got my trampoline. Or I have the toy of my dreams, like a Hatchimal Wow. Creating vision boards, especially this time of the year, is a very fun activity for the family. First, get everything to dream really big, because rule number 1 of the vision board, everything is possible. That's even on my vision board. When you're dreaming big, you're not allowed to tell yourself no, or it's not possible, or I don't have time or money. You have to let go and let yourself loose to this one. Go big or go home.
Second, you can reflect on the past year and think where you are now and where you want to be. Not can be, just want to be.
Third, be very detailed with your goals and dreams.
Fourth, you get to do it with your whole family and learn about their dreams and goals and think maybe how you can support them on their journey to their big dreams.
Fifth, your family can see it too. One of the things that you really want is for your family to see it. That's how I got my trampoline. I had it on my other vision board before I started this new one.
To create a vision board, you don't need much. You already have everything exactly what you need.
You just need paper, old magazines, glue stick, scissors, markers, and a lot of good spirit because you are about to create magic.
Now the fun part. When you have all of that, you can start in very simple, easy way of thinking 4 areas of your life. To simplify, of course, because you can take more areas of your life. Some people take 6 or 8, however the big board you want to create.
First, I separated a piece of paper in 4 squares. In one square, I wrote health/emotions. And the second was family, friends. Third was adventure, education. Fourth was toys/money.
Once you have your 4 squares, 4 areas of life, it will help you clarify what exactly you want to see on your vision board. And maybe you can play a little game. So imagine yourself a year from now, if you create a vision board just for a year, and ask yourself questions. Just imagine if you already lived that year. For example, you are a year from now, just 365 days from now, and you're looking back on the year that just happened, and you're asking yourself a few questions. Who was next to you this entire wonderful year? And maybe you think of friends and family. Who exactly? Maybe there are relatives you wanted to see, and you imagine already seeing them. And you living through these emotions of meeting them, or maybe traveling with extended family somewhere, or maybe having sleepovers with your friends, or maybe you wanted to visit some places that you never been. All this you live through your imaginary memories, right? And you want to write them down. For example, Sophia wrote on her paper Paris because she wants to visit Paris. The questions that could be helpful for you to write and fill up all those 4 squares would be, where did you travel to? What kind of friends did you have next to you that year? What was the most memorable events of that year? What kind of toys did you get? What new cities, countries, or continents did you visit? What new skills or sports did you learn? Who did you help to? What was your greatest achievement that year? What was your favorite hobby that year? And so on. Let your imagination fly and remember one very important rule. Everything is possible. Go wild, go big. Do not let your mind say, oh, I couldn't do this. I would not do this. For example, when Sophia was doing her vision board, she was mentioning about horses. But for some reason, she thought, well, I don't know. I really want to go back on horses because she already did horseback riding. But, and I saw the hesitation in her eyes, but she's like, you know what? I also saw a toy that is like a horse. And maybe if I can't go back to horseback riding, at least I can have that toy and pretend like I'm riding horses. And I asked her, why do you think you can go back to riding horses again? And she said she doesn't know. But what I think happened, we stopped riding horses right during pandemic. When pandemic hit and we were not allowed to go with the same trainers anymore, and everything was shut down. Something probably got stored in her subconscious mind. Somewhere deep inside, she doesn't even remember. And now her conscious mind, without understanding why, is stopping her thinking that she can go back. So when I caught that and when she put it on her vision board, I made myself a promise that she will go back riding horses because I saw the look of joy in her eyes, but she, for some reason, decided to stop herself from dreaming about it, and I pushed her through it. So when you do this exercise with your parents, pay attention and help kids to navigate through their desires, goals, and dreams. And if you see that they stop themselves on something, help them to expand it and start dreaming big. Even though you can afford this, and we know parents that not every weekend we can afford going to Disneyland, probably, right? But let them dream, because we don't know how it's going to manifest, how it's going to come in reality, and everything is possible.
Well, then you start to cut out the magazines. And I started cutting out stuff from the magazines, like words. So I made a phrase out of get, night, have, a, and. and. I made have a great day and night. Or when I did summer of 2023, I made everything is possible. And I put images of sleepovers, and I made a little drawing that kind of looked like the Eiffel Tower. For health and emotions, I had a little, I found tomatoes, which are my favorite, and I found raspberries. So I put them there because they're healthy food, and then I drew a little table around the tomatoes, and that was cute. And a sport that I wanted to learn, skating, roller skating. I found this image of girls roller skating together. I thought it'd be cool to put that on the summer of 2023. And of course I didn't have any problems to fill up my toy section. It's literally filled with stuff. I barely even had room to decorate. And I put my own picture in summer of 2023 and put a crown on it. How funny is that? Maybe I'll get to be the queen of pronouns in my upcoming performance at school. And we wanted to share a little bit more. So we did like an extra one in the emotions section, which was like giving back. So I wanted to help animals. Even right now, I just saw a squirrel in the backyard, and I was like, ooh, squirrel. I'm going to go feed her right now. Maybe when I'm a little older, I can even volunteer at the animal shelter. But there's one rule that's really hard to follow because everybody's so serious. And that's good to be serious. That should be a rule. And the rule is be playful. Have fun with it. Have some magic. Like I said at the front of this episode, you will be creating magic. And that's what you're doing. Literally, the glitter that I would put on my place would be like the magic dust. You can put some glitter on yourself. Put on fun music. Make hot cocoa. I mean, everybody loves hot cocoa. You will be surprised how many things will come over into reality once you do it. Maybe not necessarily this year. Some goals and dreams take longer. But if they are subconscious iceberg, mind trust the process. They will show up in your life.
Big dreamers, you can also say, I'm open to this or something much better for me, and trust that it will always come. Also, remember that vision board is work in progress. You can add things, you can change things. We like to use manila folders because we can extend on our vision board. It's portable. We just take manila folders and we glue them together, and it's foldable and we can take it anywhere with us. These two versions of you, one here and now and one in the future, are coming closer and closer together, pulling each other with this magical slime, and one day it just becomes one version of you, better version of you, just what you dreamed of. Just remember that every great work, every big accomplishment has become a reality only from one single thought. Vision boards allow us to step into our own magical power and this I can do it attitude. I deserve to have it. And also remember that every vision board requires you to take action. If you see the opportunity, go get it. If you would like to become a better performer, better speaker, you have to start practicing. It should be one of your goals for next year. It's not only dream it and you can achieve it, it's dream it, take action, and you will achieve it sooner. Our family loves vision boards. We create it every year, and we also even have a calendar of events for the entire year based on emotions and experiences we would like to have in our family. So, of course, our challenge today, Big Dreamers, for you to create vision board for yourself this holiday season. Will you do it? Please do it for yourself. You will feel better. You will open up all this magical power and all the great emotions, and you will learn a lot more about your family when you do it with the entire family. So please do it. And of course, post it on Instagram, email it to us, Olga at Dream Big Podcast. We would love to share your vision boards on our Instagram. And of course, stop by and see what our process looked like. You will see Sophia creating vision board, and you will see her vision board that we talked about in this episode. And you can find us easily on Instagram, Dream Big Podcast. Write us a note and we will respond. That's all the announcements for today, Big Dreamers. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and family. And you know where to send them. dreambigpodcast.com/332 for this episode's show notes. If everyone listening would just tell one person about this podcast, that would get our show in front of so many new Big Dreamers. And of course, if you like this podcast, if you like this episode, please give us 5 stars, and you can go to iTunes directly and leave us a review there, or just follow the link, dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes. We do read your reviews, we give you shout outs, and of course, it helps us to go to as many Big Dreamers as possible, because algorithms like in reviews, and especially great reviews. We work really, really hard. So every week, every Monday, for the last 6 years, guys, you have this amazing podcast, amazing tools that we share with you. And I hope you love it as much as we do. Thank you so much for listening, Big Dreamers, and we'll see you in the next episode.
As always, thank you so much for tuning into the Dream Big Podcast. This is Sophia Cartman
and Olga Karpman,
reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional. You need to make them essential. So take massive action and turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion the way life was meant to be. See you in the next episode. Bye.